Welcome back to At Ease No Media, where we discuss media related topics at ease. So today in this video we will be discussing about the scopes of journalism and mass communication. This video is divided into two parts. First part is the introduction about the scopes, and second part where we will be quickly discussing about the ranges of mass communication, the various scopes. Moving on to the next slide. So why mass communication and journalism is flourishing? This is because the rapid technological upgradations. The reach of mass communication has greatly expanded. Why? Because of the technological innovation, the technological changes. And the whole globe is getting civilized, is getting literate. The media literacy rate is increasing. That's why the scope of mass communication is increasing. Both the action is going hand on hand. Now the third point, why the scopes of mass communication is increasing, because of the trade and commerce. In business, be it in local business or a global business, mass communication, business can't happen without communicating with the mass, be it the internal public or the external public. So mass communication always plays a role in trade and commerce. So mass communication is not only limited with news. Hence, we can say that mass communication is not only limited to journalism, reporting and editing. Mass communication is present everywhere. Be it a small business, be it a large business, be it communicating with the mass. So mass communication, the scopes and the need of mass communication, especially in today's world, is flourishing because of these four main reasons. I repeat, the advancement of technology, the global media literacy rate is increasing, the business, the globalization, liberalization and privatization. With that, we can communicate, we can do business with the entire world, we can spread our business outlets. And the fourth part, mass communication helps us to persuade. Now friends, as you can see in this particular slide, we will be discussing about the six main scopes of mass communication, how mass communication is serving the audience. Number one, with the help of mass communication, we can conduct our business easily, the commerce and trade part. Number two, social issues, which comes under the journalism part, that with the help of mass communication, the social issues can be addressed properly. Management of human resource, how people with the help of mass communication upskill and upgrade their skills. And next comes the governmental affairs. The governmental affairs, like any news, any informations which the government wants to convey to the general mass, there also comes mass communication to disseminate the messages. And the business of state, so there is a difference between commerce and trade and a business of state. Commerce or trade refers to the globe as a whole, that is the macro part of the economy. And business of state means the starting from the very small side. That means charity always begins at home. So once we are developing our business, it always goes from the state. And the final part, which is the scope of education. As we know, the main part of journalism, mass communication or communication is to educate, is to inform. That means mass communication also serves the functions of education. Now we will be understanding commerce and trade in a detailed manner. What is commerce and trade? Commerce means business, trade also means business. So what is the role of mass communication in commerce and trade? Mass communication plays an important role in commerce and trade because it helps to set the business across the world. It allows to the manufacturers, the producers, everyone to communicate. Communicate means to grab their target audience. For grabbing target audience, then again mass communication is playing an important role. As you can see over here, mass communication aids in large scale manufacturing and sales. How it is aiding large scale manufacturing of sales? By communicating, by informing the targeted customers through widespread distribution and exposure. This particular word exposure means informing and allowing the organizations to accomplish these goals. So this is creating a bridge between the customer and the producers in a less time. That's why mass communication is playing a very important role in trade and commerce. Now we will be moving on to the next slide, where we will be discussing about the social issue part. So social issue, mass communication helps the audience to be well aware of the social issues. the advancement of our society, what is currently happening. This is purely the form of journalism. That means how the mass communication is educating, or how the mass communication is telling the people what is happening in this current particular situation. It can be hard news as well as soft news, but the social issues is always, the social messages is always given to the mass by the mean of mass communication, as we all know. Quickly moving on to the next part, where we will be discussing about the management of human resource. How human resource management can be done by mass communication. Because in today's world, we can upgrade or upskill our works with the help of the internet, with the help of the newspaper articles, by reading newspaper articles or by reading vlogs, by watching videos, we can upgrade our skills, and by brushing up our skills we will be industry ready, we will be job ready. So by the means of mass communication, the people, the willing people, those who want to upgrade themselves, they are having that opportunity to upgrade themselves. So mass communication is helping them out to develop a better career. As a result, the human resource can also be maintained by the mean of mass communication. Now quickly let's discuss about the government affairs. The government provides news, and this news is given by mass communication via electronic media. That means when the government wants to convey any message, for example, if the election is coming, then the rules and regulations regarding the election. Now the budget is coming, the rules and regulations regarding the budget. The informations which the government wants to convey is easily given by the mean of mass communication. Now let's move on to the next part, where we will be studying about the business of the state. How the state business is held by the mass communicators or the mass communication. As we can see over here, mass communication is used to disseminate a state's annual plan, policy, program and procedure. A state's communication ministry plays a crucial role in the process of employs a variety of electronic media to accomplish its objective. That means to say certain words, to communicate with the business, with the local publics, then also this mass communication is required. Moving on to the next part, where we will be understanding about the education part. Education means how we are getting educated via mass communication. As we all know this part, the main objective of mass communication is to educate, is to inform. So one thing must be clear, that education is not always means that you are taking your pen and pencil or pen paper to your college or university or to school. Education means knowing. Education means enriching your knowledge. So another area that makes extensive use of mass communication is this one. The government's initiative for mass education, I repeat, mass education, are actively promoted on televisions, radios and nowadays on internet. So as we can say that education also plays an important role in mass communication. Alright guys, with that note, we end our discussion today, and if you guys are facing any kind of difficulties in any related topics of journalism and mass communication, please do let me know, and please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.